Good morning from Allure of the Seas. We are on day 4 and it is St. Thomas Day. We are definitely getting off to a slow start this morning. We don't have any excursions or really anything planned for St. Thomas, so we are totally relaxing, taking it in, enjoying. But we are going to go down to the main dining room and have breakfast in like the sit-down main dining room today. So we know for sure we're doing that. But other than that, we're winging today. We don't do that very often, but we are today. So let's go and get today started while we continue to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is, thanks to my donor. See you around the ship. Breakfast in the main dining room. There is a set menu and there is a quick option. We chose to just do the full menu. I had a breakfast burrito and some plain pancakes. All right, from land, we are off here on St. Thomas. Breakfast in the dining room was really good this morning. I will say that they've prepared some of their items a lot different than I'm used to. The breakfast burrito is usually chorizo, and then comes with like guacamole, sour cream, and all that. Here it did not, but it was really good. They did more of like a sausage hash or mash with hash browns. It was really good. But now we are out on St. Thomas. We are in a different spot than we normally are. So it'll be interesting to kind of explore. So we'll see. But it's beautiful and it's nice and sunny. This kind of falls into the you only see this in certain places. I don't think I've ever heard this song with a saxophone. Interesting. Alright, well, adventure number 1. We're going on a city tour, unplanned. So for $38, it's going to be a 2-hour tour. We're riding in this like open air kind of truck. Okay. But $38 a person, 2 hours. Let's go see what we can get into. So this was our tour guide driver. I had to take a picture of this because I knew my students would love it. And here's a picture of our ship from far away. And then this is just a drive up through all of the hills and things like that to get to the observation banana daiquiri place.
Still dry for us. We have limited rainfall. We do like 35 to 40 inches of rain per year.
Our driver would stop along the way so that we could take some scenic photos. The only bad thing was I was totally seated on the wrong side of the truck. Mama D had all the good shots and didn't take any pictures, and I was trying to fit through all the poles and people, but I got still some amazing shots, and the watercolors just are not even picked up in these photos. It is amazing, the color blues. Alright, here we are at what I call St. Thomas's Buc-ee's. It's the birthplace of the banana daiquiri. Bar for the daiquiris is all the way at the back. There's a whole bunch of gift shops in here, and then all the way through the store, there's a huge observation area back here. So we'll see, but it's very crowded, very busy, very loud. Sorry, but it's the St. Thomas Buc-ee's. Alright, so we are back out at the observation. We got our banana daiquiri. You can't come here and not get one. And then I've been here a million times, so I'm not going to go straight up onto the thing, but the views are absolutely beautiful. You can kind of see them through the people. It's actually not too busy right now. Usually the lines are like halfway through the store, so definitely get here early. It'll pay off, but it's very yummy. And it was $11.95 for this one. Right, so we are back on the truck, bus, whatever you want to call it, going down the hill now from the observation and banana daiquiri place. It was crazy getting out of there, but I tried to do it. So now going down. This is Drake's seat and then another observation spot along the way. Here are the taxi prices. Right, we are now back at the port. This is called Crown Bay. So if you are docked at the different port, it's Crown Bay if you need to get taxis back or anything like that. But they still have shopping and all that down here. There is nothing outside the gate to walk to, so you're going to have to get a taxi out here if you want to go to anything. The like town is about a mile away, so if you're a really good walker, you could probably make it, and things like that. But it's a waste. It's a waste. Our tour, $38. I've included like the vehicle and all that, but he is Kenny. He's pretty proud of it. It's on his hat. It's on everything. But he did really, really good and super informational. So for $38, we looked and Bert had done like the exact same tour through Carnival, and he paid almost $80. So it was quite the deal. But yeah, super fun. It did last over the 2 hours, and I'm sure that time was sweating to get out of the traffic and all that, but it was really good. Liquid sunshine, rain on and off, but it's the Caribbean. So we'll probably explore here a little bit and then probably head back onto the ship. And we are back at the pier and the ship. It's a very accessible port pier, but yeah, only if you stay here and want to do like the little souvenir shops. If you want anything of like the actual place or like country island, you're gonna have to go and get a taxi to go into downtown. We decided to get kind of snacks when we got back on the ship, and we also did some trivia.
Answers. 14 answers in. What do we have to do? Very easy. Welcome to our dance off.
So trivia ended up in a three-way tie for the most with 14 points, and they're doing a dance off to decide who wins.
So what do we have to do?
And every ship that Bert and I go on, we kind of make a bucket list of things we want to do before we get off. So on this ship, they do have zip lining and also a 7 to 8 floor slide. So here we are getting geared up for the zip line. Here are the instructions for the slide, and you sit on this mat and it helps you go down. All right, we survived. We survived zip line, which is up there. There's the line. And we also did the abyss, and there was no line. So definitely get on as soon as like it opens on a port day, and you'll get on super quick. And they actually asked if we wanted to keep going. They were like, "You want to go again?" And we were like, "We'll let the kids go."
Maybe another drink.
Yeah. But it was fun. Oh, and I forgot to say, beer included. You do not have to pay extra like on some lines. So zip line and the slides. Also, they have Flow Rider, but that is still busy up there. They said that's where all the kids were on the boogie boards. But lots of fun. We then decided to get a hot dog from the boardwalk. It was actually pretty yummy and a lot of choices. So this is our predicament. We're all standing here trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We just got a hot dog, not because we were hungry, just because we're like, hey, we haven't tried a hot dog yet. Let's go try a hot dog. Let's go try and find something. Bite me, Brad? Brad, are you gonna bite me? Let's hear you sing. Pretty bird. Cat got your tongue? Come on, Brad. Brad might be having a stroke.
Hey! Delícia, delícia, assim você me mata. Ai, se eu te pego, ai, se eu te pego.
And then it was dinner time in the main dining room. Here's the regular menu and the kids menu. I chose pretty much everything off of kids menu. Cheeseburger, the mac and cheese, french fries. Here are vegetables. I wanted cooked vegetables, but whatever. And then we decided to play cards. All right, quick check-in from waiting for the show. So tonight's dinner was Caribbean night. I am not a huge fan of that menu. So I had the kid menu. Had the hamburger, fries, mac and cheese. I ordered vegetables off of the adult menu, but I never got them. And they brought me the kids' vegetables after they realized that they hadn't gotten me any vegetables. And I ate a carrot. So, oh well. But after dinner, we decided to go and play some cards in the Schooner Bar. And it was really nice today. We got to be able to like spread out and get a big table so we could play cards. And our buddies, bartenders and stuff were there. So made the extra time go pretty quick. Now we are in the main theater and we are here to see a juggler / comedy. And I have seen this guy before and he's pretty good. So I can't wait to see him again. And then later tonight there is a Love and Marriage show, but it does not start until 10:15. So we'll see which ones of us make it to that. But continuing to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is. Thanks to my donor. Make sure you like and subscribe, please.
City of Philadelphia, I set a new world record doing this trip. The previous record was held by a German chap, a little over 7 minutes. Well, I am so happy to tell you, I smashed it. And yes, I am going to juggle them. For real, though you would better clap and scream like you properly mean it. Good night!
Be a long, long time. If that stuff breaks me wrong, I'll get too far. Now the better thing I am, oh no, no. 4, 3, 2, 1,
Superman, Fast and Furious, Gone in 60 Seconds, or same time next year?
She answered it.
Yes, she did.
Oh, okay. Superman.
Superman, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still to this day, how many girlfriends did he have?
Well, let's see. He wouldn't let us name our daughter a couple names, so I have to assume that that was there. But I don't I would say no real girlfriends before that. No real girlfriends.
So how?
0.
0 girlfriends. You were very close. He said 17. No, he didn't. I think he said 2. Did he say 2?
I need a hiding place where no one ever goes. Arrange a pantry with your cupcake. You're a ping pong girl, I can dance at the club. Oh my. this love when I didn't mean to do it. By this no escaping your love. This life should have given you all the hours, and I haven't changed. That's alone, looking out for a place to go. Oh, where they play the right music.
Alright, so we closed down the piano bar, and now we are down in the club. There's not many, but there's a few. There's a few. And the music's been pretty good so far, so we'll see. I will give them one thing. This is the most air-conditioned club I've ever been in on any shift. It's like actually almost cold in here. I like it. Too bad there's nobody in here. Well, we're getting more. They're coming in. Slowly, surely. After 25 minutes, we finally have music we can dance to, even if they are making fun of me. We got bonuses. We're excited. Good night from Allure of the Seas, and today was St. Thomas Day. A lot of fun, busy at times, slow at others, and then super busy at other times. So started the day off with breakfast in the main dining room, and that was really, really good. If you're tired of the fake eggs and things like that at the buffet, make sure to go down to the main dining room, and when you ask for like scrambled eggs or anything like that, say that you want real eggs and they will bring them to you. So quick tip, because those fake eggs in the buffet get old real quick. But after that, went and found a tour just walking out on the pier. If you go all the way to the end of that Crown Bay or whatever they call it, the other port that we normally go to, if you go all the way down to like the big gate outside the shops, there's a taxi price list, and there are also tour people there. We got our tour for $38 a person, and it's like half to a third of what they charged for the exact same tour on any of the cruise line or like Viator or anything like that. So it was safe. You could see all of his like certifications and all that posted on the taxi, and ours even had a hat with his like license number and his name on it. So way to go. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so sorry if I did. But after that, the tour was really great. It went through like all the whole like scenic routes and main points. Stopped and I told you I was gonna sneeze. I felt it. But went through all like the touristy sites. Went to the Banana Daiquiri place up at the top of the hill, which has amazing views. Make sure you go there at least once when you come to St. Thomas. Drove by like the beach and all that kind of stuff. So it was a really good tour, especially for $38, and they did go the full time. Shopping at the port, we stopped in a few little spots, but it really wasn't anything compared to the other port here in St. Thomas. I was kind of disappointed, especially because I wanted to try on some of the sunglasses to like do a fit check, and I couldn't do that because they didn't even have them. They were like, oh, we don't even know what that style is, and I'm like, you're a sunglass place. But yeah, so made it back to the ship, did some line dancing and trivia, spent a lot of time playing like cards and just hanging out at some of the lounges and things like that. Caribbean night in the dining room. Y'all know my feelings on that one because I ate all of the kids menu. And our poor waiters, they're obviously new, but they just have some difficulties. Like tonight I didn't get veggies. Drinks have been iffy. They're trying and like they're real personable, but service is just mediocre. And I'm sure if like I raised more of a stink, it would probably get a little more accomplished, but I don't want to be that person. and I really didn't need veggies, right? And just have another serving of french fries. But after that, went to the Juggler comedian, and he is absolutely amazing. If you can go see the Crazy Juggler, hands down, go to it, and go multiple times, because it's pretty funny and pretty entertaining. Very interactive, things like that. He does jokes that the adults totally get, and the kids are like, but they still laugh, and he's just like, thanks, kid, and moves on. But then went to the piano bar, and I'm gonna be so sad because tomorrow night is his off night, so I don't know what we're gonna do, because literally the piano bar has been our kind of like saving grace. But good time, and we're kind of like down to a core group in there, so it's even more fun because like we know what songs each other likes and sings and things like that. It's pretty fun, and of course we know like the servers and all that, so tons of fun. Went to Love and Marriage. You can tell people that have seen the show before and kind of know the answers, but I mean, if you've gone on any cruise line, the questions are kind of the same, so I don't fault them, but it's a show that takes up some time. And some of the answers are pretty funny, and just kind of the way the cruise director handles it, and the John on here, he did a really good job and kind of impromptu jokes and things like that throughout it. So good job, John. But after that, went back to the piano bar, closed that down. Then Bert and I decided that we were going to go to the club and see how that was. And when we first went in there, they were playing really good music, and there was like some people on the floor and stuff like that. Quick service at the bar, but then it went into like a 25 to 30 minute Hispanic, Latina, not in English kind of songs, and like almost everybody left. So the DJ was kind of in and out, and when he came back in, I begged and pleaded for him to play some R&B, rap, hip-hop, anything like that I, and you can obviously tell the rest of the club were kind of into. And he threw some shade at some of the song choices, and I don't care, but it was fun to dance to and kind of saved the night in the club. But then Bert and I were the last ones in there, so we decided to like get one last drink and then head out, after thanking all the staff and all that, of course, and especially the DJ who switched music to something I could dance to and sing along with and things like that. And then we went to the casino, and Bert, I'm telling you, he sits next to me and he hits, and I just keep putting in money. But I am now up to the second tier of like winning cruises in one single sailing. So make sure you check those point values in that chart and all that kind of stuff, because I haven't spent what the value of that is. So yay! But decided to call it a night. It's kind of early for us, but it's just kind of dead, quiet. Every bar is kind of cleaning up and things like that. And we do have another port day tomorrow. We are in St. Kitts, which is a new port for me. And then we do have a cruise ship sponsored excursion, so it'll be a little bit earlier day, but our tour isn't until like midday, so we have to get up and all that kind of stuff. So please make sure you like and subscribe down below. I am filming this while I'm here, so if you like watch this within like the first few days, I'm still on the ship, so make sure you ask your questions. I will tell you that they've started decorating for Christmas today and the holidays and things like that, so we have like lights hanging from the ceiling. I didn't see them turned on, but they are starting to hang them, and then like the Central Park area was also decorated, so it's coming along. And I'm sure like our switch day between cruises, it's gonna go crazy, but they're doing like the little bits while we are in port, so that's pretty cool. But tomorrow's a port day. I will see you tomorrow while I continue to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because because that's what it is, thanks to my donor. And I'll see you tomorrow.